Today we were on the bed, and Natalie goes, quarantine sucks. You won't even kiss me. That's what she says.
Okay, that's taken way out of context. Yes,
it's definitely taken out of context.
I'm seeing how it could be taken out of context, and I can't see it in context either.
It was definitely taken out of context, but those words did come out of your mouth.
Those words did come out of my mouth. I said I need to go out into the world and find someone to kiss me because you won't even kiss me. So what am I supposed to do in this quarantine time?
So that's pretty much exactly how I said it.
I mean, I guess if you were...
That's like, all you did was add to it. All you did was add your desperation to that.
But I also want to kiss other people.
Yeah.
Were you
okay, so not only does Natalie want to kiss David, she just wants something.
Were you like affecting like an Audrey Hepburn kind of like twang when you said it? Like, you won't even kiss me.
No, she didn't say it in like a cool way at all.
Oh, no, I for sure did. I was like, you won't even kiss me. So.
We were laying in bed. We had nothing to do. We just go like from couch to like, we went from couch to the beanbag to the bed, and we just like lay on things in different ways. Like, that's all we've been doing.
And Natalie, have you thought about killing him at points?
No, surprisingly, David's been fairly pleasant during this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm super vibey. I'm like the best person to be stuck with.
I was shocked when I came in here today and saw your attitude.
Why?
I was shocked.
You thought I was going to be in a bad mood?
Oh, yeah.
You're the kind of person that you would think. But see, this is the thing, because David's like the king of procrastination, right? Like, he pushes things off or whatever. So when he has time, and it's like everybody in the world is pushing their shit off, right? No one's being efficient and productive. So he's like, okay, like he justifies it. And if he can justify it, then he feels okay and comfortable, and he'll just fucking like sit and vibe and not do anything.
Right. This is the way I put it. My job is like to put and create really good energy, right? Like, and like make videos look fun.
I am the king of good vibes.
No. That's not what I'm saying. But imagine when you take away me having to do that, then I'm just fun. Because I'm not putting it towards a job. Does that make sense? Like, now I feel like I save up a lot of my like fun just for when we're like doing like filming stuff.
Right.
But now I can just relax and just be fun.
Normal guy.
Because I don't have to save my energy for anything.
Okay.
I'm just like hanging out. And like, there's no pressures of a job later. There's no pressures of like, okay, David, lay on this couch, conserve your energy because you're going out shooting later.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of like, I'm just hanging out. I have nothing to do. I just feel wild. I just like I literally feel like a horse that like used to be in horse races, but now he was like, hey, you can go run wild, but now I can even run faster than before. Like, you know, I might have been in the horse races and like made to run, but now that I'm in the wild and free, I'm even running faster.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, you're more pure. You're in the wild.
I'm being me. Wow, that was crazy.
You're also very positive.
Hey, sometimes when I make those analogies, I don't know where I'm going.
I know.
But I love where I end up. Sometimes words come out of my mouth faster than my brain can like process them.
Yeah.
And I get surprised at what I say. And that was a moment.
Imagine being on the other end of those on this podcast.
Right.
It's really tough. I just try to grab on and make sense of it.
Bro, you just said I'm really happy. The other day, I was really excited about this. Diplo commented on my Instagram post. And you know how much I love DJs.
And you know how much I love famous people.
He commented and he goes, "You're the happiest person of all time. Teach me your ways." Man, you know, things like that really make me excited. I didn't know what to respond. I sat there for 5 minutes like, what do I say to Diplo? And
Natalie, where's my fucking soda? Bring it in here! My fucking Chipotle!
Oh,
hi, Diplo.
Oh,
so
boy.
funny.
Well, he has a good online persona, too.
Diplo?
Yeah.
He's fucking so cool.
Yeah. I've been hanging a ton with my ex-wife.
Oh, fuck. How's that?
It's interesting.
Have you guys thought about having disaster sex?
No, have you and Natalie?
No. Stupid. Why would you even ask us that?
That's awful. That's a terrible thought. No way.
It's so funny to be just like, all those old things are like coming out. You know what I mean?
It feels like you're married again?
Yeah. Well, like for instance, like I brought home pizza. Brought the pizza into the house and she was like, it can't go on the counter. Don't put the pizza, like just these crazy rules.
Oh, you ordered pizza and with Corona, she wouldn't let you bring the pizza into the kitchen?
Yeah, so she wanted it on the floor.
So you put the pizza on the floor?
So now the pizza's on the floor. So now the dog's coming over like, oh, it's my time to eat. This is great.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what did you do? You picked up the pizza and put it on a plate?
Then I put the pizza box on the floor and I take all the slices out and put them on plates and they're like falling off because, you know, they don't fit on plates. All the pizza can't fit on one plate.
Right.
You know? And so then you walk over and then there's still a couple pieces on the ground and the dog's eating
The dog's already licking them.
Yeah.
Has she been nicer to you?
Yeah, she's been super nice to me.
Right.
I mean, like beyond nice to me.
Yeah.
She got me high the other night, which was great.
What do you mean, just you?
Yeah.
Wait, was she getting high?
Well, she likes to drink.
Oh.
And she's not that she's an alcoholic, but
Wow, so you guys had like a moment where she was drinking and you were smoking?
well, yeah, I was sitting there and Charlie like turned her back to look at some squirrels that were outside, and I went like, we should get high. She was like, what? And I was like, we should get high. She was like, what are you saying? And I was like, and I didn't want Charlie to hear me, so I was like, we should get high. And she's like, oh, you want to get high? You want to get high? And I was like, shh. And
damn, she was looking at those squirrels for a while.
Yeah. So then she passed it to me, and then I went outside in my car, and it's really hard to get high around your kids.
You got high in your car?
Well, like I made an excuse, like I gotta go to my car, but then you know how my kids are so far up my ass. Like, where are you going?
What's in the car?
Yeah.
Do you and your ex-wife, like, do you guys ever sit on the couch and just like look at each other and go, isn't it crazy how far this has all come? Like,
That's
remember?
what I was thinking. Like, how do you just like sit there and hang out with somebody that you once loved, that you have children with?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like very like mute now.
Yeah, like you don't have that moment where you go like, isn't it crazy when we were just like young? When did you guys first meet?
It's probably like 28.
Oh, you were 28. Like, yeah, exactly. Don't you ever think like when we were? Don't you remember when we were in our 20s? We just met. The world was so different. Like, do you guys ever talk about that?
You sound like a movie. Like who talks like that?
Me and Natalie,
Yeah.
me and Ilya literally talk every fucking day. We reminisce on something from high school.
Oh, we're not that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're not that. We're not so simple like that. Like we're much more like fucking. We're the glass is half empty kind of people.
Oh my God.
You
so
know what I mean?
you guys-
For me to sit there and go, hey, isn't this crazy?
That's literally all I would be thinking about. Like, I even thought that with my own parents because they're divorced as well. And my dad would always come over, like, and he would just like take a nap on our couch and we'd eat dinner together, like in my house.
Right.
And I was like, you two loved each other.
Right.
I'm like the connection between you.
Yeah, right.
How are you not like?
I guess at one point, you don't get along, but then afterwards you go like, oh, you still love the person. I still love her.
Yeah, but it's just crazy how you guys don't reminisce about the past.
We do. She'll throw in old things like, oh, remember this or remember that, and then we'll laugh.
Right. That's
You
all I
know.
would be talking about.
Really?
That's like
the
when I'm
good
with
old times,
when I'm with
yeah.
Ilya, that's all we do. There's a moment with Ilya that I bring up every time I see him.
What is it?
And it was right after high school. It was senior year. Oh my God, I'm literally tearing up thinking about it.
Oh my God. You're a
Jesus
special
Christ.
kind of human.
I know. Well, like it's happy, but it's like, and it was like we just got done with high school, and it was like the beginning to senior break, and everyone was going to college. Ilya and I fucking loved high school. High school. Like we were obsessed with it.
Sure.
And we were at Liquid Fusion, and we went to the bathroom, and we went to the pee. We peed right next to each other in the urinals. We were peeing right next to each other.
Yeah.
And well, no, I went into the stall. He went into the urinal because I was like scared of peeing in front of people. So I was peeing in the stall, and we were talking to each other.
That's a very important detail. Thank you.
Well, it
for
is just
including
because
it.
you got to know that there was a wall between us.
Got it.
And the way that the bathroom felt, it felt like we entered a time machine. And we were like, as we were peeing, I was like, Ilya, can't you imagine right now? After we're done peeing, we turn around and it's the beginning of high school and we're freshmen again and we're restarting it all over again. And Ilya goes, dude, yes. Ilya goes, yes, maybe. And like for a second, we were convinced that when we were done peeing, we were going to go back in time and it was going to be freshman year again and we're going to start high school all over again. And I remember we stopped peeing and we both went to the bathroom door ready to open it to Liquid Fusion.
Yeah.
And we both looked at each other like out of a movie. You know, like fucking stupid,
Yeah.
17-year-olds, whatever we were at the time. And we were like, okay, we open this door. It may be a different time. and we opened it and we were still at the end of our senior year of high school. And it wasn't as cool as we thought it was going to be. But every time, now I'm so happy we didn't go back in time because now I'm so happy that we continued life.
That's a beautiful story, David, and that's why you and Ilya are still friends, and Marty and I are divorced.
What do you mean?
Like,
Yeah, but you're still.
if I said that to Marty, she'd be like, "What are you fucking stupid? You can't go back in time, you fucking idiot! Take the trash out." You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we just weren't like that. We weren't like.
Yeah, but you're still able to share like positive moments. Like,
Oh, for sure.
My parents were always broken, so like I always knew that they were fucked up. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, like I never had like my mom. Like my mom was always like my mom was the way she was. She's like always. I don't even know how to say this. I feel
Always stressed out.
Yeah, my mom was always stressed or like not always angry. Like there was always an issue.
Right.
Like,
Natalie trying to walk her way around the word bitch. Just Natalie trying to avoid the word bitch at all costs.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, you know.
That's for sure. The apple fucking sprouted and did not leave
all
the
right,
tree.
You're not much better than your own fucking parents, okay?
Well, I wouldn't use the word bitch with my parents.
The way that I was brought up, I had a different perception of my parents than you would have. Like you had your parents loved you, they were together.
Yeah, and they'd never talk about like finances. They'd never bring up problems to me. Like I'd never hear problems.
Really?
Ever.
That's crazy.
That's really good.
I mean, I told you I didn't know people died during 9/11. Like they told, yeah, and I remember I've told the story on the podcast like 40 times, and I was in second grade, and I was like, and we were talking about 9/11, and I raised my hand and I go, well, at least no one died. And I remember
oh my god!
And I remember the teacher looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
If you ever do a one-man show, you need to open with that story.
Yeah, I had no idea 9/11 was bad. Yeah, and it was crazy, and then I came home and I was like, what the fuck? My parents, and I told my parents, I'm like, people died during 9/11. Like, and my teacher was like trying to explain to me, she's like, people died, and I was like, right, well, people in the airplane, right, because the airplane crashed,
right?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, in the building too. It was a lie. And then I went back to my parents, and I was like, what the fuck, you guys lied to me. And then they told me that Santa wasn't real. That was the same time I found out about Santa.
What?
Well, Dave, this was a good podcast. Why don't you wrap it up for everybody? Give everybody a silver lining right now.
Well, moral of the story, guys, is people grow up in different situations, you know. Some people have different upbringings.
Why are you looking out the window and not at us right now?
Deep thought out the window.
What are you staring at?
I'm just reflecting on everything.